Hello, and welcome to Isaacademy, the series where I want to teach you about some of the more complex and often misunderstood mechanics in the Binding of Isaac. Today's episode is focused on special rooms, what they are, and why they spawn. This video will be broken up into two parts. Part 1 will cover the secret room, the super secret room, the sacrifice room, the library, and the I am error room. Part 2 will cover the curse room, the challenge room, the boss challenge room, and the arcade, as well as gambling mechanics. We will not be discussing the treasure room, shop, or boss room. The secret room is a hidden room that is typically accessed by bombing one's way through a wall. Once inside, the secret room can contain between 3 and 9 coins, a slot machine, a fortune teller, a mini-boss, or an item from the secret room item pool. The secret room item pool contains the following items: 1-Up, Ankh, Bob's Rotten Head, the Book of Belial, Dad's Key, Epic Fetus, My Little Unicorn, Pyro, Raw Liver, Spider Bite, Transcendence, and We Need to Go Deeper. The super secret room, much like the secret room, is generally accessed by bombing through a wall. It is more difficult to find generally for reasons we will discuss later. The super secret room randomly takes on one of many different backdrops, and the features of the room change depending on this backdrop. If the walls look like Sheol, the room will contain 1 or 2 red chests. If the walls look like the cellar, the room will contain a trinket. If the walls look like the library, the room will contain a tarot card. If the walls look like the cathedral or catacombs, the room will contain an eternal heart. Additionally, anything that drops a random heart drop, such as portable slot or justice, will drop an eternal heart instead. If one has the portable slot and a lot of money, this room can be used to spawn quite a lot of full red heart containers. If the walls look like the womb or utero, the room will contain between 7 and 8 red hearts. Additionally, anything that drops a random heart drop in the room will drop a full red heart instead. If the walls look like the necropolis, the room will contain a fortune teller. Additionally, using the Wheel of Fortune card in this room will spawn a fortune teller instead of a slot machine. This can be useful if you have a lot of money and want to stock up on trinkets, cards, or soul hearts. Additionally, all super secret rooms will turn any spawn chests into red chests. The D20 can make this a viable way of obtaining a few red chests. Finding secret rooms takes a little finesse. The easiest way to find one is to have an item that helps you find it, such as the treasure map, which will reveal the secret room's position on the map. Note, however, that the treasure map will not reveal the location of the super secret room. X-ray vision will allow you to see through and walk through holes in walls, revealing the secret room and super secret room in the process. The Spelunker hat will make a chime when you enter a room adjacent to a secret room or super secret room. The Moon card will instantly teleport you to the secret room, with a small chance of taking you to the super secret room. If you don't have any of these features, then finding the secret room will be a little trickier. However, there are some patterns that one can look for in order to discern its location. Each floor is generated outward from the starting room, creating branches. Normal rooms populate the central areas of the map, while the special rooms occupy the edges of these branches. The secret room has special rules associated with its generation, such that it generally spawns with 3 or 4 rooms adjacent to it. This means that when you are looking for the secret room, oftentimes the best choice can be to look for a horseshoe-type position within the map and search there. Note: the super secret room can count as one of these rooms, so sometimes the secret room will spawn with only 2 adjacent rooms because the super secret room takes up the 3rd spot. Additionally, on very rare occasions, the secret room will spawn next to only 2 rooms, or maybe not even spawn at all on the floor. The super secret room will spawn next to only 1 normal room space, which means that one needs to search for such empty spaces throughout the map. The super secret room can, however, spawn next to a regular room and the secret room, making it adjacent to 2 rooms in this instance. There are a few other important characteristics to keep in mind in regards to secret rooms. If they have spawned adjacent to boss or mini-boss rooms, those walls cannot be bombed in order to get into the secret room. Additionally, if the secret room contained a mini-boss, the player will not be able to bomb through any other walls than the one they entered through. If the secret or super secret room has spawned next to a curse room, the entrance will be immediately revealed as a cursed door, dealing damage to you for using it. This can help you narrow down secret room locations if you were already planning on going into the curse room. The sacrifice room is a special room that contains a large amount of blood and a single spike in the center of the room. It can spawn at any time, but is more likely to spawn if the player starts the floor with full health. Touching the spike will deal a full heart of damage, starting with soul hearts to the player. Each time the player takes damage from the spike, it confers a chance for a chest to spawn. If the player's health is reduced from 1.5 red hearts to a half of a red heart, a chest is guaranteed to spawn. The chest that spawns can be either a normal, gold, or red chest, and only 1 chest will spawn per sacrifice room. Note that using Book of Shadows, My Little Unicorn, or the Game Kid will render the player invulnerable and allow them to quickly run back and forth across the spikes to spawn the chest. The I Am Error room is an extremely rare room that can only be accessed via a random red chest teleport or the use of Telepills. Whenever you have used Telepills, there is a 6.66% chance of teleporting to this room. The room appears to be a reference to this character from Zelda 2, famously named Error, and the shopkeeper within resembles his purple costume and black beard. The room itself is made to resemble a video game Error, with textures popping in and out and an overall buggy feel. The only way out of this room is either by the use of a teleporting item, or via exiting through a trapdoor in the room which will take the player directly to the next floor, skipping everything else that was left on the floor. Within the room, the player can find any of the following sets of items: a random free item and 9 random pills, a random free item and 4 unlocked treasure chests, a random free item, 13 coins and 3 items for sale, 2 random free items, or 2 items for sale and 5 coins. The library is a room that contains 2 random books from the library pool. The library has a 5% chance of spawning on any floor, which is increased to 25% if you have at some point picked up a book that is part of the library pool. The library pool consists of the Anarchist Cookbook, the Book of Belial, Book of Revelations, Book of Shadows, the Book of Sin, Monster Manual, the Necronomicon, and Telepathy for Dummies. Note that if you are playing as Judas, starting with the Book of Belial does not increase your chances of spawning a library. Sorry, Judas. On occasion, the library will contain 2 of the same book. In these cases, the books will share a charge, so you can't get 2 uses of a Book of Revelations or a Book of Sin in this way. As with most item pools, if you have at some point picked up one of these items, it will be removed from that item pool. So picking up a Book of Revelations on an earlier floor will remove it from the library pool on future floors. If the player has the D6 and an item that increases recharge rate, such as the Habit, the library can be a great room for spawning items. Once the library pool has been exhausted, the pedestals in the room will begin drawing from the treasure room pool, meaning that a player can get a number of powerful items from this room. One final thing to note is that the door to the library is identical to that of the shop, making it impossible to distinguish when under the Curse of Darkness. Keep this in mind if you happen to be on your last key and are choosing between a treasure room and what you think might be the shop. Thanks for watching this episode of Isaacademy, and be sure to check back for part 2, where we will continue our discussion of special rooms. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, as well as suggestions for future Isaacademy videos. And don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe to the channel to be sure to see all future Isaacademy videos.